In recent years, the smartphone segment of up to 10,000 rubles has been transformed beyond recognition. If earlier the vast majority of entry-level phones were repelled by a bad screen, a slow interface and a poor camera, then in 2020 there are enough excellent devices on the market that can please with trouble-free operation and meet the needs of even demanding users. This collection contains the best smartphones up to rubles. Regardless of your budget, you can choose an inexpensive but good phone for a variety of tasks. Devices with a powerful battery, a high-quality camera or gaming capabilities, everything is here. Number 10, Honor 8A. Price from Rubles Online, 79.90 at retail. Screen 6.09 inches IPS Peachy. Processor Mediatek mount. Memory 2/32 GB micros up to 512 GB. Camera main 13MP, front 8MP. Battery 3020 mAh battery, micro USB. Opens the top model from a very popular Russian brand Honor, which belongs to Huawei. For a more than adequate price, Honor 8A offers a trendy design with a relatively thin frame and a teardrop cutout, a good amount of memory, a fingerprint scanner and, most importantly, an NF module. The device body is made of a combination of matte and glossy plastic. It looks quite interesting, but it scratches quickly, so it is better to carry the phone in a case. Among the weak points, we note the modest Mediatek mount processor. In games, Honor 8A frankly not a fighter. In this segment you can find more productive solutions. But if you don't expect much from this smartphone, it won't disappoint you. Number 9, Xiaomi Redmi 8A. Price from Rubles Online at retail. Screen 6.22 inches IPS Peachy. Processor Snapdragon 439. Memory 2/32 GB micros up to 256 separate slot. Camera main 12MP, front 8MP. Battery 5000 mAh Type-C. The new product from Xiaomi has an exemplary price-quality ratio for an ultra-budget smartphone. The device works quickly, pleases with a good camera and impressive autonomy, up to 10 hours of screen on a single charge. On board, the 8A is a Snapdragon 439 processor, which somehow pulls even demanding games like PUBG. Comparison with the 7th generation of the 8A series wins by 1 wicket. It stands out with a modern design and a more practical case made of embossed plastic that does not slip in the hands. The user also receives a Type-C port, which is rarely found in smartphones up to rubles. With a diagonal of 6.22 inches, the device is not compact, but it is a pleasure to watch videos on it. The only drawbacks are the lack of NF and a fingerprint scanner, but taking into account the other characteristics, you can put up with it. Video detailed review of Redmi 8A. Number 8, Vivo Y. Price from 800 rubles online, 89.90 at retail. Screen 6.35 inches IPS Peachy. Processor Snapdragon 439. Memory 3/32 GB micros up to 256 GB hybrid slot. Camera main 13.2MP, front 8MP. Battery 5000 mAh micro USB. One of the most underrated smartphones of the top, which, despite its excellent characteristics, enjoys undeservedly low popularity. Vivo Y can be called a direct competitor to Redmi 8A, they have very similar specifications. The amount of memory, processor, battery capacity and screen resolution are identical, but the Y will win over the competitor due to the presence of a finger scanner. The latter makes using a smartphone more convenient. For example, you can log into banking applications by fingerprint, without having to enter a password. Number 8, Vivo Y deservedly got into the list of good phones up to 10,000 rubles, but it also has weaknesses. This is, first of all, a camera that, despite the presence of 2 modules at once, cannot boast of a decent quality of photos in low light. We would also like to see NF and Type-C port, but do not forget about the price of the device. If you need a device with a good battery, this is one of the best options. 6 Samsung Galaxy A. Price from 7,400 rubles online, 89.90 at retail. Screen 6.2 inches IPS peachy. Processor Exynos 7884. Memory 2/32 GB micros up to 512 GB separate slot. Camera main 13MP, front 5MP. Battery 3400 mAh microhours. If you want a smartphone from Samsung, then with a limited budget, you can pay attention to the Galaxy A. There is nothing outstanding about it, but in general it is a well-balanced device that has remained one of the best-selling phones in the world since its release. Among the advantages of the A, we will highlight excellent build quality, a good screen and decent quality of photos during the day. Weaknesses: lack of NF, fingerprint scanner and LED notification indicator. For demanding users, the A is unlikely to work. In the segment up to 10,000, you can find more interesting devices. But for the role of the first smartphone for a child or elderly relatives, the popular model is suitable. 5 Huawei YS. Price from 7,400 rubles online, 89.90 at retail. Screen 6.09 inches IPS peachy. Processor MediaTek Mount 6765. Memory 3/64 GB micros up to 512 GB separate slot. Camera main 13MP, front 8MP. Battery 3020 mAh battery, microhours. Huawei YS, like no other smartphone, is suitable for the title of the optimal workhorse for all occasions. The device is very balanced, it is compact, has a lot of memory for a budget device, 64 GB, a bright screen, good autonomy, despite the modest battery capacity, and offers the convenience of a finger scanner with NF module. This device can be selected for basic tasks, communication, surfing the internet, navigation, listening to music and watching videos. With all this, he copes with a bang. In games, YS is weak, because the processor here is the same as the cheaper Honor 8A. As for the camera, it takes good pictures during the day, but in difficult conditions due to the lack of night mode, the YS loses to competitors. Number 4 Xiaomi Redmi 8. Price from rubles online at retail. Screen 6.22 inches IPS peachy. Processor Snapdragon 439. Memory 2/32 GB micros up to 512 GB separate slot. Camera main 12MP 2MP, front 8MP. Battery 5000 mAh Type-C. 4th place in the top of good inexpensive smartphones gets the Chinese bestseller Redmi 8. This year, the basic budget line of Xiaomi turned out to be somewhat more modest than everyone expected, and the characteristics of the Redmi 8 differ little from the 8A, but it is still a good quality inexpensive smartphone that copes with most everyday tasks. Users praise Redmi 8 for its high-quality screen, fast fingerprint scanner, triple card slot, exemplary battery life and a good camera. The only thing that makes me sad is the lack of NF for contactless payments. You should take the Redmi Note 8T, but it costs significantly more. Also, when buying a smartphone from Xiaomi, you should keep in mind that when you first start the device. Number 3 Huawei P Smart Z. Price from 9510 rubles online, 10990 at retail. Screen 6.59 inches IPS peachy. Processor Kirin 710F. Memory 4/64 GB micros up to 1TB, hybrid slot. Camera main 16MP 2MP, front 16MP. Battery 4000 mAh Type-C. Unexpected, right? At the start, the P Smart Z cost almost 20,000, but the smartphone has already fallen significantly in price and is sold at official retail for rubles, and you can buy it even cheaper for shares. Now it is the most affordable frameless on the market. It is worth taking it for the sake of the coolest screen without cutouts and holes. Don't be afraid of the mechanized camera. After studying the owner's AE reviews, we didn't find any mention of problems with it. There are a lot of advantages: a display, a nimble Kirin 710 processor that can handle any toys, a lot of memory, 4/64 GB, a modern Type-C connector, a solid battery capacity and an NF chip. If you're a perfectionist who wants to see content on a large and high-quality screen, feel free to take P Smart Z. For such money it is a really worthwhile device. But the camera here is mediocre, and there is no notification indicator, which for many users can be a serious drawback. Number 2, Samsung Galaxy M. Price, from 10290 rubles online, 10990 at retail. Screen, 6.4-inch IPS, a resolution of PG. Processor, Snapdragon 450. Memory, from 3/32 GB micros to 512 GB, separate slot. Camera, main 1352 MP, front 8 MP. Battery, 5000 mAh Type-C. Last year, Samsung, which previously made frankly poor budget employees, seriously took up the devices of the initial segment. The Koreans succeeded in their plan, and now almost the entire model range of the updated A series is in great demand among buyers. The Galaxy M is probably the most balanced budget smartphone that you can go and buy at your nearest cellular store. Compared to its competitors, it stands out not only by its design. There are almost no built-in selfie cameras in this segment, but also by some characteristics. This is a powerful 5000 mAh battery, NF module, Type-C and fast charging, fresh Android 10 out of the box. The screen here is IPS, so don't count on the juicy colors of branded AMOLED matrices, but in terms of price and quality, the M deservedly takes second place in the rating of smartphones up to rubles. Number 1, Realme 5. Price, from 9950 rubles online, 10990 at retail. Screen, 6.5 inches IPS PG. Processor, Snapdragon 665. Memory, 3/64 GB micros up to 256 GB, separate slot. Camera, main 12822 MP, front 13 MP. Battery, 5000 mAh micro USB. Realme is a sub-brand of a very popular company in China, Oppo, which broke into the Russian market and gradually takes away the title of top for your money from Xiaomi. The Realme 5 is the most powerful smartphone among all that is in this rating, but it is not limited to performance alone. Realme 5 is equipped with a Snapdragon 665 processor, which easily pulls any games, and a 5000 mAh battery provides the device with 2-3 days of autonomy. Also, a large-inch screen is appealing, it is contrasting and bright, good readability is maintained even under the daytime sun. There are 4 cameras at once, but this is more a tribute to marketing. Only the main camera and the Shirek are really useful. The macro and portrait sensor are set more for quantity. A serious advantage of Realme 5 is the presence of NF, but the device is charged, alas, through the microSD port. But if you decide which phone to buy at 2 rubles in order to play games and not overpay, the choice is obvious.